So hey, I am sitting down with a couple of our students here at LeTourneau University, and we are going to talk to you guys about the Air Race Classic. So I have a picture behind you of Air Race Classic when I raced in 2019. So I'm going to give you a brief overview of what even is it. It is a 2,400 mile air race that has to happen in the daytime, only VFR flying. And it is a variety of airplanes that enter the race every year. It's in the summer, and it's all female pilot air race. So that's kind of like what makes it unique and why we're all female pilots sitting here. And how the race actually works, because everybody who I tell about this says, what is it? Like, how can you race a Skyhawk? Because it isn't that fast of an airplane, which is a true statement. But what you do is you do what's called a handicap flight, where you fly with a judge at a specified power setting, and you go in 4 different directions at 6,000 feet density altitude. They then assign you a handicap based on a Bad Elf GPS tracker. You have a speed, and now during the whole entire air race, those 4 days where you're flying like 2,400 miles cross country, you are trying to beat your aircraft speed better than anybody else in the race, because there's maybe 30 to 50 teams in the race. They're all trying to beat their speed by the most, and whoever beats the speed by the most, that's who wins. So it definitely has been won in the past by slow airplanes like Skyhawks, if you get good winds, if you have good flying techniques, and things like that. So that's what the Air Race Classic is. Now this year I'm sitting down with our 2026 team, and I would like you guys to introduce yourselves. So go ahead, Megan.
I am Megan, PIC, and I am from San Antonio. And I'm so excited to race.
And why? Tell us why you're excited to race.
I'm excited to race because I know that this will challenge my skills as a pilot. And it's something very different that we don't get to do in training. It's experience that is it's very rare. And also, I'm excited because I get to race with Kirsten.
Okay. Kirsten, tell us about you and introduce yourself.
I'm Kirsten, and I'm from Virginia. I am very excited to race because Megan and I had a tiny glimpse into what it's like to race this past fall in the Air Race Derby. And the Air Race Derby is more focused on planning and hitting your point at the exact time down to the second that you planned for. And we happened to win first place. We were like, we should do the more challenging and longer race. And like Megan said, I'm excited to be able to fly outside of training a bit and have some real world experience.
Yeah, absolutely. The Derby, like you guys said, the Derby was invented by the Air Race Classic board when the COVID pandemic canceled some racing. So I also enjoyed the Derby because, like you said, the Derby is all about accuracy and hitting your points. You can make a route anywhere, but it's like a one-day event. What, you guys flew like 5 hours?
5 hours.
Yeah, 5 hours. So it's not anywhere near the working around weather and trying to be at a very fast speed. In fact, you guys flew it at slower speed, right? So that you could have more flexibility.
And we also flew it at night. Actually, the middle leg, after we first landed, when we took off, we had forgot to plan for the climb, which is a slower ground speed. So by the time we leveled off, we realized we were very behind on time. But because we had planned our cruise speed to be at kind of a time that was somewhere in between, not like super slow, but not our fastest, we were able to catch up on that leg. And it was the best time. In every second of those 5 hours, we were cross-checking clocks and doing calculations and counting out loud.
Yeah. I think that based on that, from when I was in the Derby, like I was telling you guys I did in 2019, we didn't even do that much stuff en route, like not every minute or anything like that. We're just basically like flying full power, trying not to redline the engine, and looking for obstacles because it was very cool and scenic area, but it was also like sometimes we had to fly lower to get good tailwinds and whatever. But yeah, the Derby is more of a accuracy type event, where this event is you want to be accurate, but also speed. Yeah, speed. So tell us just a little bit more, what is your favorite flight that you ever had? Go first.
My favorite flight,
Besides the Derby flight.
I would say the Derby.
The Derby. Okay, you can say the Derby.
I would say the Derby, we had a third teammate as well, and all three of us, we were trying to keep the PIC as safe as possible. So the other two teammates were jotting down times and 7, 6, 5, the entire
point.
flight.
Yes.
And it was fun to see how competitive all of us were and how in it we were. Everybody was equally as excited about the race and equally as determined to win.
And the Derby, I should have said this, we can enter male contestants. So it's male and female pilots. And Derby is a mixed event. So we will plan to continue entering it because it's super fun. Kirsten, how about you?
That was my favorite flight too, because that was my first ever flight that wasn't a training flight.
Okay.
And so Megan was technically my first passenger, which is cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So bringing that up, where are you at in your flight training?
I am about to take my instrument check ride to get my instrument rating.
Awesome. Okay, so you're almost to instrument rating. And where are you at, Megan?
I am about to take my single-engine commercial single-engine add-on.
Okay, so you're commercial multi right now.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So last question, tell us how you can follow our team, support the team, what should viewers do?
Yes, so as of now, the easiest way to look for our team is to just search on Google, LeTourneau University Air Race Classic, and everything that we have is there, our social media platforms. If you would like to support us, that is there as well. And you can read our bios, all of the information. And then if you subscribe to, for example, our social media platforms, during the race, we are both going to be updating those, and so you can follow along with our progress.
Yes, and the Air Race also puts like a Bad Elf tracker in every plane, so that's fun because you can follow it on the Air Race Classic website too, which is awesome. And I will put a link in the video description for anybody who wants to see this link and find it all. But yeah, anything to add? Any last thoughts? We're excited for this year. Okay, thanks guys for being here.
Thank you.